Hello everybody, my name's Nefman, and today I decided to talk about something real serious. Just to give a quick shout out to my cousin Daniel, because his birthday is today, so happy birthday, Daniel. Sorry that this video's a little late, but don't worry. Also, in that note of birthdays, I will start doing, I'll start doing birthday, requests for Serial Talk. So birthdays of that week, I will mention a few of those people during that Serial Talk day. But if your birthday happens to be on a Serial Talk day, you have more chances of being mentioned. I know it's a gimmick taken from Smosh's Smosh Pit Weekly, but so what am I gonna do? So I just decided it's something I'm gonna do every Saturday for Serial Talk. On that note, the cereal will be changed just for hopefully one day. I will be eating Raisin Bran. It's not my favorite cereal, but you know. But back to the topic. If I can find the topic. Where did I put the topic? Oh, topic! Oh, there it is. Kalel, if you know who she is, great, I don't have to do much explaining. But if you don't know who she is, great, I have to do some explaining. Kalel is, I don't want to... Okay, she's into fashion and stuff like that, and she is currently engaged with Anthony Padilla at this moment in time. Maybe later on, or since they're engaged, later on in the future they will be married, and you know, this information that I'm going to tell you is false. But at the moment, not as of, but today, Friday, 22nd of August 2014, they are engaged and are I don't want to say too much, but Anthony Padilla from Smosh and Kalel are getting married. So, anyway, she has her own channel. I'll put it somewhere right here, or if you can't get it there, it's in the description below. She recently tweeted a tweet that I will read to you. Now, a little bit of backstory on Kalel. She was a vegan. I still can't tell the difference between vegan and vegetarian. Some of you are going to get mad at me in the comments below and say, vegan is this and vegetarian is that. How could you not get that? Well, they have the same freaking name. Or not the same name, but, you know, take vegetarian, take about the Tarian, or Terry, take it out and it's vegan. It's about the same. So don't say that I'm wrong and that they are the same thing, which they aren't. One of them, I don't know which one, eats vegetables, but does, of course they eat vegetables. They eat anything, they don't eat meat. And the other doesn't eat meat or any product that comes from an animal. It's a lifestyle you can choose, or maybe not, but it's mostly a lifestyle that you can choose to do, feeling that your heart is really into, like, loving animals that you don't want to, you know. So, back to the story. Kalel is either vegan or vegetarian at the moment. I'm not sure. Maybe not anymore. She may be vegetarian, if the term... She doesn't eat meat. I'm just going to put it that way. She says... She tweeted, actually, I'll never understand how someone could witness is in all capitals, all capital letters, an animal crying / struggling for its life, and then kill it and eat it like it's nothing. It's not that I don't agree with the statement, because I do. There are people who work at slaughter factories who kill animals and then go on to proceed to eat their morning breakfast with their Jimmy Dean's sausage, egg, and cheese, biscuit, whatever, or their bacon, or whatever, or their burger, or whatever contains meat. You know, what I'm trying to say here is, you know, watching an animal struggle and cry, and then you just go, yeah, it floats to the skies above. There's a farm heaven full of frolicking sheep and stuff. Just, it's in your head now. Anyways, a bunch of them are saying, a bunch of their tweet replies are, oh, it's horrible, or humans are barbaric, or stuff that has to do with humans being terrible, and oh, I feel for you, and one person said, are you vegan or vegetarian? See, they don't even know the difference. Or they probably... Anyways, it's just that, and I said... The first thing I replied was... Dang it. First thing I replied was, so true. And then I decided, let's take a darker turn. It happens daily, I said. I first said, so true. Then I was like... But let me expand upon it, that it's not only humans' fault. It's not a human's fault, it's a human's nature. Maybe if people were to photosynthesize like the people from Knights of Sidonia, who don't even need to eat freaking anything, they just photosynthesize and create their own food and energy, that'd be freaking cool. But after the so true, I just decided to go a dark path and say it happens daily, whether it's human or whether it be human or animal. It's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's where my tweet stopped there. And yeah, as you know, it's not humans' fault. It's human nature. You know, from the beginning of time, you have animals eating each other. Dinosaurs ate each other, you know. It's how they survived. You know, there were herbivores, and then there were carnivores, and maybe some omnivores, which is, if you don't know what an omnivore is, it's an omnivore eats both plant and animal, which is what humans are. Unless you are vegetarian or vegan, where you are an herbivore. And carnivore is basically eat meat, or meat eater. But humans are omnivores. So, you know, back in the days when dinosaurs were roaming the earth, you had dinosaurs eating each other. I mean, that's animal instinct and their nature. It's not like if I took a tiger out of its habit, or if I took a tiger, something that eats meat for its life, and just gave it vegetables, it's gonna die. I mean, maybe it'll, you know, it'll get some energy from the plants, but its main diet is the meat. And, you know, you're saying, and some of the people, which I'm probably somewhat ranting right now, you're saying that humans are barbaric. Humans are not barbaric. It's a part of nature. It's, you know, it's human nature. You know, from the beginning of time, humans have probably been eating, or heck, I wouldn't doubt that they were eating meat. You know, it's how humans survive. You know, there are some people who eat other people. Don't you think that's barbaric? I mean, but some people do it because it's a fetish. And some people do it because they need to survive. I'm saying you could probably only live off of vegetables, but I wouldn't say it's very healthy. I mean, vegetables, they're like the most healthy thing in the world. I mean, you need to get your balance. I mean, there is a food pyramid created, and you need to follow at least a little bit of the food pyramid. I mean, even if you're like a strong vegan or vegetarian that you just don't eat meat, where are you getting your proteins? Like, a lot of proteins. Where you know, some of that meat is good for you. And, I mean, heck, it may be tortured for most of its life. doing just to, feed you. And, cows don't say, "Kill me! I want to be food for you. Kill me, kill me, kill me. I just want to be a hamburger." No, if maybe animals had voices like they do in the Disney movies, I would probably stop eating animals, because it'd be like, shit, you have a voice. This is creepy. And some people would go on and kill talking animals. But it's the way life is. There's not much you can change. You can't change the whole world just by saying, "Oh, this is so cruel. Oh, this is terrible, and this should never happen," and say humans are barbaric. Humans are not barbaric. It's human nature. Not much you can change about human nature. Again, this may seem like a rant about vegetarians being wrong. No, vegetarians are not wrong. It's just when other people say that humans are barbaric by eating other animals, it's been happening since the beginning of time. I mean, it's life. And if we were breeding cows out the wazoo, because that's what some farms do, is breed cows. Just for, imagine just a world where there was no, you couldn't eat animals. Just imagine that. You saw animals roaming, animals eating each other animals. Just imagine that. And you're like, I wonder what that tastes like. But you can't eat it. Our teeth would be just different from what they are right now. Our teeth would probably not look like our teeth now, because we would be eating plants. Maybe our teeth would be a whole lot flatter, because you don't need to tear into stuff much. You don't need to tear meat, and, our canines that we have in our teeth wouldn't probably be there, because we'd be eating vegetables. Just imagine a whole line of people. Some scientists should do this. It's have a family, breed a family, where it starts from omnivore and then slowly and gradually get it to just herbivores. It'd be weird, They probably wouldn't have the best canines ever. Their teeth would be probably a whole lot different. And then there are people, there are people in Alaska who they can't find, vegetables. And if they do find vegetables at their local grocery, if they find, vegetables at their local grocery, they're probably expensive, because I have no knowledge about this subject, so if anything stupid comes out of my mind, please don't push me to my word. People in Alaska, tell me if what I'm about to say is true, because without this, I'm going to be a bumbling idiot, which I probably am at the moment. But to people in Alaska, if you do have vegetables, which I'm not familiar with Alaska. Alaska looks like a beautiful place, but greenhouses, you would have to first buy the seeds, which would probably be expensive because they'd have to be imported in. And you'd have to build a greenhouse so that you can grow those seeds. I'm just thinking that vegetables aren't, unless you have a greenhouse or a way to harvest crops for cheap, because some things aren't, readily available in, Alaska. This is from my point of view, so people in Alaska, please don't get offended. But you probably don't have things readily available, like fruits and, well, maybe fruits and vegetables. Some fruits and vegetables that that need heat. And since Alaska is cold, I don't want to say all the time. But since Alaska is cold, I'm just gonna say it's cold. But since Alaska's cold, some of the things that need heat, like a lot of heat, like things that are easier to grow in heat, wouldn't be available there in in Alaska. But elk and caribou and other wild things that roam. I'm using a lot of hand gestures. Everything that roams in Alaska, that's readily available, like animals and stuff that are that humans can eat. Well, humans can eat a lot of animals, but some find it weird. Like you don't see a lot of humans eating bear. It's like this bear, it's good. You should try some bear. But some just some animals, it's on there. Cow, we all know it's up there. It's probably one of the top. I'm just ranting and stuff. I'm sorry. I went from Alaska to top 3 animals that we eat, and those would have to be cows, pigs, and chickens. 3 right there. Every once in a while, if you go to a state that has a lot of those animals, you'll get bison, maybe some caribou. In other states, it just really depends on your state and what's more readily available there. Since I live in Texas, there's a lot of cattle and stuff, and so we get a lot of T-bone steaks here in good old country of Texas. So, yeah. And, things are just, So, yeah, things in Alaska, I'd have to believe, out of what I've seen, is that most people in Alaska feed off of food, of course they feed off of food. Most people in Alaska would feed off of meat, and that's their their main source. It's like fish, other meats and stuff like that that are available in Alaska. And if you're saying that you want to stop all humans from eating meat, you're killing some of the people in Alaska. I'm not saying you were killing, but if you had just please, it's human nature to eat meat. Sorry, can't be helped. I mean, even if you wanted it to be helped, it can't be helped. That's all I have to say. Again, I'd like to say happy birthday to my cousin Daniel. Sorry that this video was so long and so serious, on a serious topic. But, just decided to give my word out there. So, you don't have to believe what I'm saying, or you don't have to, say, oh, he says all of his word is 100% true. No, I'm not saying all my word is 100% true. I'm just saying there's some things in the world that you just can't change. Maybe you could change violence, but it's not easy. There are some people, you can't change violence. Maybe you could stop crime. Maybe, I don't know. If you were, I don't know. There's some things you can't change. Maybe you could later on in the future. All power to you. And if you ever change something really big, or if you change something, maybe in your community, you get your community to stop eating meat, you have my respect. It's not easy to help other people to change. But, so to the people out there who think they can stop a whole entire world or their state from eating meat, there's going to be a lot of struggles. But hopefully you can surpass human nature, which is giving up and, eating meat. And to those of you who are already vegetarians and vegans, you have my respect. It's not difficult. You're surrounded in a world where meat is readily available at probably almost any place you go. You have my respect, vegetarians and vegans out there who don't eat meat or dairy. You have my respect. Fish, because fish is an animal. Anything that's animal. If you don't eat anything that comes from an animal or anything like that, you have my respect. That I could probably never do. Maybe if I had other people to do it with, I had surrounded myself with a bunch of people who didn't eat meat. It'd probably be easier, but just really isn't easy for myself. So power to you vegans and vegetarians, but to those vegans and vegetarians who want to change the world to making it non-carnivorous, you're gonna have a lot of struggles in your life to stop people from eating meat or animals. There's going to be a lot of struggles. I know it starts with one step. Maybe you can start that one step. But So Kalel, if you stumble upon this, thank you, Smosh. You and your websites, if websites were real, stumble upon. Oh God. Oh God. Anyways, Kalel, if you stumble upon this, I'm not making fun of vegans or vegetarians. If you are a vegan or a vegetarian and you find this offensive, I wasn't trying to be offensive. It's just human nature. I'm going to blame it on human nature. But anyways, guys, that's all the time I have for today. Hopefully you tune in for Saturday's Cereal Talk. If you don't, it's okay. You can always watch it because it's readily available here on YouTube. See? I've been using the word readily available a lot during this video. See? YouTube is readily available to some people. People who have internet have YouTube readily available. People who have Twitter are readily I can't say it anymore. It's available. People who have internet have YouTube available. It's all about choices. Today's episode was all about choices. Today's episode was brought to you by the word choice. That looks good. It's choice. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Vegans and vegetarians. Oh, vegans and vegetarians, you have my respect. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a great day, or a great night, or a great afternoon, or a great bath. Wherever you are, hope you're having a great time. If not, go watch more of my videos. I'll make you laugh. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Goodbye.